if vectors p vector, q vector and r vector have magnitudes 5, 12 and 13 units and p vector plus q vector equal to r vector, then angle between q vector and r vector is. Here we have given three vectors, that is p vector, q vector and r vector, and their magnitudes are given. Their magnitudes are p vector having magnitude 5, q vector is having magnitude 12 and r vector is having magnitude 13, and a condition is given, that is p vector plus q vector equal to r vector, means we are adding p with q vector and resultant is r vector. Now with the help of vector law of addition we can see what will be the angle between the vectors. So here we will draw a triangle, and according to our data we can see data is 5, 12 and 13, means the triangle which will be formed is right angle triangle, because sides will be represented by 5, 12 and 13. These are standard values, means triangle will be right angle triangle. That is, one angle of the triangle will be 90 degree. Now we will see the sides which will be represented by p vector, q vector and r vector. So we know in right angle triangle hypotenuse is the largest side. So in this data we can see 13 is the largest one. So hypotenuse will be represented by r vector. So I have written r vector on hypotenuse side. Remaining side, that is perpendicular and base, can be represented by p vector and q vector. So I have taken p vector on perpendicular side and q vector on base side. Now we will see the condition which is given as p vector plus q vector equal to r vector, because we have to draw arrow in this triangle. So for draw arrow we will see p vector is added with q vector, means we will draw p vector having head like this, and we will draw in continuation q vector, means head of p vector must coincide with tail of q vector. Therefore I am going to draw head of q vector here, so that tail of q vector will meet with head of p vector. Now the remaining side, with that is hypotenuse, will be represented by r vector, which is the resultant of p vector and q vector. Therefore head of r vector will coincide with head of q vector. So I have drawn head of r vector like this. Here we can see head of r vector is meeting with head of q vector, and tail of r vector will meet with tail of p vector. So this point is indicating tail of r and p vector are coinciding. Hence r vector is representing resultant of p vector and q vector. Now in this question we have asked what is the angle between q and r. So we can see an angle is represented here. Suppose this is theta. So now we will see whether it will represent angle between q vector and r vector. For angle between two vectors we have to see vectors which are meeting at a point, their head should meet at that point or their tail should meet at that point. So here we can see this is the point where head of both vectors, that is r vector and q vector, are coinciding, means theta will represent the angle between these two vectors. Now we are going to find what will be its value. So with the help of trigonometric function, that is cos theta, which is equal to base upon hypotenuse. So here we can use trigonometric function cos theta, which is equal to base over hypotenuse. Here base is q vector, so we will use magnitude of q vector, and hypotenuse is r vector, so we will use magnitude of r vector, which is like this 12, and magnitude of r vector is 13. Therefore we will get cos theta equal to 12 by 13, or we can say theta can be written as cos inverse of 12 by 13. So theta, which is the angle between r vector and q vector, is coming out cos inverse of 12 by 13. So answer of this question is cos inverse 12 by 13. Thank you.